Are y'all finally ready for it? Here we go. King's English in Language of America, not a common tongue. For those who know me, y'all already know that I tell y'all we don't speak AAVE. We speak AIVE, or American Indian English. Come on. Let me hold you. All right, here we go. Right? The Algonquin language extended from the Mississippi River to the eastern shores of North America. The tribes in Maine were called Abenakis, or more properly, Wabanaki, people of the Sarada or the Adarara Borealis. Their language was a dialect of Algonquin. The language of each tribe was to a certain extent dialect through they could understand each other without an interpreter. Listen. An unwritten language is always changeable, and words in use among the Indians 200 years ago are scarcely recognized by their descendants of today. So that the language of the Pinocots at the present time is only a dialect of ancient Abenaki. Keep up, flipping the page. All right. These causes will produce in the course of time a language in North America as different from the future language of England as the modern Dutch, Danish, and Swedish are from the German or from one another. We need to get the silly notion out of our minds once and for all, quote, the King's English, right, is the proper language of America. Why have we been taught such nonsense in our schools? All right. You were not taught so in school, but it is a fact that your native tongue is not the King's English. You're not speaking the King's English or England. This is what we've been telling people, right? Nor do we and the English people share a common tongue. The two stems of English have developed independently for more than 300 years. The language of America grew out of Elizabeth English brought to these shores by the colonists. When Shakespeare was writing his plays and eking out a merger, living as a rather poor actor, the settlers in America had already made a notable start in fashioning a new and rich language of their own. So this indeed was the birth of the newest and oddest language in the world have ever known. It was new because of sheer necessity. It was odd because its newness and subsequent growth had no kinship whatsoever with the so-called mother tongue, right? Such Indian-inspired words as these were taken to be new English words, despite the fact that they were not English in any sense. They were and still are American words, such as moose, possum, raccoon, skunk, caribou, chipmunk, cayuse, terrapin, right? Woodchuck from the Cree, hickory, okra. Okra can't be, we ain't about to get there, right? Okra is an American word. Just keep going though. Squash, pawpaw, pecan or pecan, hooch or hoochie, right? Squaw, papoose, tomahawk, moccasin, wigwam, totem, teepee, hammock, toboggan, micknaw, hominy, powwow, caucus mountains, huh? Tammany and prone, right? And there's a lot of other words, such as when you get to the South American Indian words, such as those enter our language from South American or American Spanish, like puma, coyote, mesquite, tobacco, corn, and etc. Let's keep going. We did not learn in school that thousands of American words as these are not English at all, except as the English have borrowed the words from us. So has the French, such as Perry, Portage, Bayou, Dime, Carryall, Creole, or Creole, right? Buccaneer, Scent, Butter, Buru, Gopher, Cajun, Jambalaya, Mardi Gras, Coupe, Lingerie, Shanty, Koch, Plume, Rapids, Shoot, Levy, Chowder, and etc. These were just a couple of examples of the French borrowing words from the America. The Germans as well too. Words such as beer, garden, kindergarten, pretzel, wiener, dollar, yodel, noodle, hamburger, loafer, bum, dumb, sauerkraut, drunk. These are the words that the Germans borrowed. And this is just a few words and examples, right? And y'all can keep Y'all can keep reading. The average American doesn't know that such terms as these have no connection whatsoever to the English language. Part 2 later on. Like we've been telling y'all, you ain't speaking shit from England. And your last name is not British or English either, because how the fuck is your last name coming from white people, as they say, but white people been mispronouncing your name your whole life? Think. It's not illegal yet, but they working on it. Signs are for the conscious mind.